At 10 years old, Bryce Harper's father's best advice was,
"Son, you just gotta swing away."
And swing away he did,
setting records in every age group he played.
And now at Major League All-Star as a rookie, as well as 2012 Rookie of the Year honors.
I've been using swing away since I was a kid, and I still use it as a pro.
Introducing the Bryce Harper MVP Edition, on sale for just $199 on swingaway.com, and now on sale at the Sports Authority or swingaway.com.
Years before he was Sports Illustrated's chosen one, TravelBallSelect.com had already chosen 11-year-old Bryce Harper as an All-American. Go to the source for travel baseball national rankings and All-America teams, TravelBallSelect.com.
Make sure that bitch is warm. Really,
Welcome once again, if you've already joined us, to the East Cobb Baseball Complex here in Marietta, Georgia, for their third of our games here today and the first of our championship games, you might say, in this qualifier for the Travel Ball National Championship, the first of two to be held here in Georgia, the first of 12 to be held nationwide. And we're very happy that you could join us. I'm Brian Dreber with Rob Bruno, but we want to tell you just a little bit before we get started that travel baseball has become prevalent around the country for about the last 15 years or so, but until now there had been no real national championship for these teams to play for. There have been various tournaments over the years that have tried, but someone's always being left out because they didn't play with the right organization. Nations Baseball has been the fastest growing travel ball sanctioning body in the U.S. over the last 6 years, and Travel Ball Select has been the travel ball encyclopedia for the last decade. These two organizations got together to make sure that travel ball now has a national champion that can truly say they are the best. No one's left out, as 50% of the teams have been invited by the TBS rankings, and then Nations Baseball hosts qualifiers like this one to qualify the rest of the teams on the field. The net result is the Travel Ball National Championship to determine the first true Travel Ball National Champion. This has been a long time coming and a desire of numerous travel ball teams over the years. It's finally come to fruition this year, and here at East Cobb, we are hosting the first of two in Georgia, and as I said, the first of 12 nationally. There are a couple of ways you can qualify, as we mentioned already. You can qualify by being ranked by Travel Ball Select as one of the elite, one of the best, and receive one of 12 automatic invitations, or you can earn a berth by winning one of the Travel Ball qualifying events. That is the job at hand here today between the two teams who are about to take the field in this 11U category. They are from Columbia, South Carolina, in mostly gray uniforms, decorated heavily with red Georgia clay at this point, Stars and Stripes gold, and you could call them the home team because they are from the area, the East Cobb Astros, in their Houston Astros look-alike uniforms as well. Once again, Brian Dreber along with Rob Bruno, and we're glad that you could join us here. And Rob, we expect this game, of course, the stakes have gone up just a little bit. These two teams have earned the right to be here by virtue of having won earlier today in what you would call a semifinal. This is the final game for the championship in this qualifier. The winning team earns a berth in the Travel Ball National Championship.
Brian, we should have a great game here. Both these teams are well coached. Coach Kelly Aarons with Stars and Stripes. I've watched them. I got to spend a lot of time actually with both Kelly and also Brian McDevitt. And I sat in on a team meeting that the East Cobb coaches had last night, and we talked a lot. And they both have great perspectives, great attitudes. Both teams are well coached. We had Kelly's game this last time, and they did some really great fundamental things. They're very well coached. They do play up, so to speak, at a very high level. They're just smaller. And I've seen his Stars and Stripes team go from a little bit of a tough game that first game out, and really, really blend in and do a great job. And they're peaking at the right time because they've got to face a very good East Cobb Astro team.
And it's a tournament where you win, you move on, you lose, you go home. Although a lot of the teams have stuck around to see the play here, the excellent play that is being held on this very prestigious field. So our first pitch is about to go, and the pitcher for the East Cobb Astros is Cullen Lee, number 23. Our first batter is number 5 for Stars and Stripes, and that is Chase Swain.
Evan Stone, actually, the first hitter. Evan Stone, the shortstop. Number 5.
Roster.
And that's ball 4.
And our first batter takes a base on balls.
The Stars and Stripes team, they're different positions from last game, but the batting order will pretty much stay the same from the last game. Getting a little bit windy out here.
Yeah, it is. Maybe we'll ask our producer to turn down that wind noise and the natural sounds in our ears a little bit so we can concentrate on this game. Throw to first, trying to keep the runner, Evan Stone, honest.
Adam Dorn now batting, the third baseman. It's a lot of fun here. You've got some darn good players on both teams here. I feel like we've really got to know both these teams extremely well. I'm sure Strickland's on deck, and he is. That's about 5 balls in a row or so, and Coach Brian's going to go down and just settle down his pitcher out there.
Again, the pitcher, number 23, Cullen Lee. Coach McDevitt gives him a pat on the back and says, you know, you're in this game because you belong here, so let's show us what you can do.
That's exactly right. And they're going to be anxious out there. They're going to be a little bit nervous, butterflies, and that's natural, and you should have those. It's a great game here, championship game.
Ball 2. Three and 0. 7 straight balls by the pitcher, Cullen Lee. Well, again, this is the end of a 3-day tournament, and regardless of how many players you have on your roster who can pitch, they've probably used about all of them. 2 straight walks for Cullen Lee, and fatigue could be a factor at this point. It's late in the day, it's late in the tournament, and, well, it just remains to be seen whether Cullen Lee can gather it back up after walking 2 straight batters. Dalton Strickland coming to the plate.
Good looking hitter here. Good athlete, one of the better players in this tournament. Outside corner.
First strike by the pitcher Lee. Sends a rainbow for ball 1.
That looked like a knuckleball. I want to see that again.
I was going to say that we know that the level of play among these teams is so sophisticated. A knuckleball pitcher at this level, that would be amusing.
Nice little wheel and turn there.
Catcher Gunnar Stockton might have sensed that his pitcher was going to try to make that play. He was up on the balls of his feet and ready for it. 1-1 the count to the batter Strickland.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Make it 1-2.
Gunnar Stockton is one strong young man. I saw a video of him front squatting 135 pounds 5 times at the age of 12.
That's stout.
Perfect form. He was well supervised. That's the important thing. But he's really a talented catcher. Blocks well, throws well. His mechanics are outstanding. Coaches are very high on Mr. Stockton. As well they should be.
2-2, the count to Strickland. And the runner's going to third, runner's going to second. Gunner Stockton can't gun him down. Pardon the pun.
Pun intended. Great name for a catcher. 3-2. You got a dangerous guy up here, too. He's going to be swinging right now, and Mr. Strickland.
You got 2 runners in scoring position and no outs. In the dirt, gets past the catcher. We're going to score a run. And we got a runner on third and a runner on first.
I have a feeling Coach Bryan's not going to let this last a whole lot longer. He's going to have to start throwing some strikes here. And we've got a really good hitter, obviously, in Steidel. We saw him get 4 hits last game and a couple big shots.
Well, I'm going back to something else you said about this Stars and Stripes team out of Columbia, South Carolina, that they play, quote, small ball, unquote. And they have found a way to just, there hasn't been a big play. There hasn't been a big hit. There's been a lot of walks. They've already scored a run without a single, and I would say crack of the bat because I'm old school.
Sure.
A single tink of the bat.
Or a ping.
A ping of the bat. There you go.
And really should have stepped off there. That guy left early.
Yep, runner goes from first to second, and again,
looks like they're
2 runners in scoring position.
They're kind of playing him opposite field a little bit. They're setting up outside. He's got power to both gaps.
They are sort of skewed around to the left a little bit.
Yeah, they just moved him over. I think they're going to work him. Well, we'll see. That
inside.
Ball they're set up for pitching outside the way their defense is set up, but the pitcher just might have missed. Pitchers are human.
Thank goodness.
That's right. No cyborgs out there.
Nope, no pitching machine. That was a beautiful pitch.
Fell off to the left side.
Yeah, he swung at it a little late. Off it goes. One and 2, the count. Takes a cut at that one. It goes right to the first baseman. They're going to get the tag out. A run scores. And the runner goes from second to third.
Brings up Will Morris, affectionately known as Willie Mo.
Well, we've seen him pitch. We've seen him play in the field.
That off-speed change-up, it almost looks like I'm going to bear down on that. Looks like a knuckleball. Not a lot of spin, not a lot of rotation.
There it is, back to the pitcher, bounces off his leg. They can't get the play at first.
That's a big third run.
Yeah.
Morris hit that ball hard off the pitcher. Deflected over to the second baseman, was breaking to his right to try and get that ball. Then it goes to his left. He kind of got goofy-footed, kind of like in tennis.
Brings up Chase Swain, the batter.
Oh, he was leaning there. Good throw would have had him.
First baseman James Tibbs, number 10.
Tibbs is the 3-hitter also. He's got some pop.
Back it goes.
Quick feet. Very impressed by Colin Lee's feet. And that's the key to a quick move, to a good move. You have to have quick feet. Get around quickly.
Well, the base runner ain't scared, and there he goes.
Line drive, he got him. And
ooh, got them both.
Double play.
Double play, line drive to the second baseman, was it? And a throw to first.
Right back to the pitcher.
Yeah, oh, back to the pitcher, okay.
Nice play by the pitcher, had plenty of time. The runner was going, and all he had to do was just take his time, make the throw, and that's exactly what he did. Jason Steidl on the hill. Doesn't surprise me. Jason is kind of a stout third baseman, strong guy.
So we have finished the top of the first inning. We'll go to the bottom of the first with the Astros coming up to bat while the Stars and Stripes from Columbia, South Carolina warm up on the field. Back after this.
At 10 years old, Bryce Harper's father's best advice was,
Son, you just gotta swing away.
and swing away he did.
Setting records in every age group he played.
And now as Major League All-Star as a rookie, as well as 2012 Rookie of the Year honors.
I've been using swing away since I was a kid, and I still use it as a pro.
Introducing the Bryce Harper MVP Edition. On sale for just $199 on swingaway.com. And now on sale at the Sports Authority.
Or swingaway.com.
Years before he was Sports Illustrated's chosen one, TravelBallSelect.com had already chosen 11-year-old Bryce Harper as an All-American. Go to the source for travel baseball national rankings and All-America teams, TravelBallSelect.com.
Stars and Stripes take to the field, and the East Cobb Astros come up to bat with their leadoff hitter Bradley Fry, the shortstop. Swings at the first pitch, chops it foul into the backstop.
If you play shortstop for an East Cobb Astro team, you're a good shortstop.
Josh Steidl, the pitcher. That's 2 chopped fouls in a row. He's throwing strikes, or he's throwing balls that Fry feels like he can hit. 0-2. And he gets all of this one. Goes high and drops for a base hit.
0-2, pretty good pitch for 0-2. I don't know if he wanted to come right down the middle. Jason Steidl is a very aggressive kid. He's no nonsense on there. He's working fast, and he's throwing strikes, which I love. He might have wanted to make him chase on something there.
Well, they're up 3-0 on a team that you might say is favored. As you said, they're the home team. They're very tough. So these guys are just being aggressive right down the line. They're not going to rest on a 3-0 lead.
Certainly not.
They're going to make it happen. Go down swinging, if you want to call it that. If they go down at all.
Cooper Kinney now batting.
He's the right fielder, wearing lucky number 13. They're paying a lot of attention to Fry at first base, too.
Well, he's the leadoff guy. He's a shortstop. I'm sure he runs pretty well. He's probably a smart base runner. Got a big lead.
They're coming for him again, not there in time. So now Fry's had a good look at Steidl's pickoff move. It's high, it's in play, and the first baseman makes the grab.
Willie Moe.
Yeah, Willie Moe gets the catch. 1 out. Bottom of the first. Hey, our scoreboard genius has fixed it. We had a difficulty with our scoreboard in the inning column for the first couple of games.
Let's see how it works.
It's showing us inning 1, which jives with what we think it is.
And if it goes to inning number 2, we know we've got money.
Yep. Bradley Fry still on first base.
Now, Brian, if you were Chris Berman, you might say, James, good evening, Mr. Tibbs.
Let's see, where was another Mr. Tibbs? Was in Sidney Poitier played a character called Mr. Tibbs, a movie the name of which I cannot recall at the moment.
The famous line, though, was "Good evening, Mr. Tibbs."
Indeed.
I think we're dating ourselves at that. I'm not sure.
Whack! Oh, that one. The catcher jumped out. They tag the runner going to second, and they get the runner at first. Yeah.
Double play.
Tag the runner going to second. Throw to first is in time. Down they go.
The interesting thing was that was supposed to be a pitch out.
Indeed. I said the catcher jumped out.
That's right.
The pitcher sent it over the plate. The batter hit right into a double play. So we end the first inning with the Columbia, South Carolina Stars and Stripes Gold team leading 3-0 over the East Cobb Astros. Back with inning number 2 after this.
At 10 years old, Bryce Harper's father's best advice was,
Son, you just gotta swing away.
and swing away he did.
Setting records in every age group he played.
And now at Major League All-Star as a rookie, as well as 2012 Rookie of the Year honors.
I've been using swing away since I was a kid, and I still use it as a pro.
Introducing the Bryce Harper MVP Edition. On sale for just $199 on swingaway.com. And now on sale at the Sports Authority.
Or swingaway.com.
Years before he was Sports Illustrated's chosen one, TravelBallSelect.com had already chosen 11-year-old Bryce Harper as an All-American. Go to the source for travel baseball national rankings and All-America teams, TravelBallSelect.com.
Top of the second inning now, and the Stars and Stripes out to a 3-0 lead from a very productive first inning. Let's see how they do here in the second. Cullen Lee still on the mound. Gunnar Stockton behind the plate for the Astros. And the defense all set in pretty much normal positions. Batter Jason Cox, the second baseman. Ball 2. Lee having a little bit of trouble getting the ball over the plate. His troubles continue here in the second inning. He's throwing hard. There's that rainbow again.
Got to start working down, challenging.
Called strike 1, 2-1 to count.
Very important you don't walk that first guy. So many times that they're going to score very, very high percentage.
This next pitch could go either way. Full count or a walk. Let's choose
All
B.
4. And I'm going to guess that this is it. I think Coach Brian McDevitt is going to make a change.
Well, there's definitely a hesitation on the field. The coach walks out to the mound.
He's making a change.
He's take the ball. He's moving people around. Cullen Lee is heading over towards third base.
Coming in with a big lefty.
And they'll warm up with Gunnar Stockton. And it's number 24, Ivan Reap, comes from center field to the mound.
That was a tall, long lefty. Covers some good ground in center. Ivan plays a lot in right field, and they lost. The Astros have really lost what they consider their best player. Christian is their center fielder. He's got a broken thumb. He's out for about 3 more weeks.
Christian
Campbell. He's their table setter. Great kid, great family. Got a chance to meet mom and dad over the weekend, and just wonderful people. They're here supporting him, even though he can't play. And it's a very tight knit group. Pretty special kid. So again, it's early for both these teams.
Well, and we mentioned there's 2 ways to qualify for this Travel Ball National Championship coming up much later in the season. One of which is to be ranked, and if a team is ranked, then they get an automatic invitation. Otherwise, if they're not confident of being ranked, or they just want to take their destiny in their own hands, take control of their own situation, they win one of these qualifiers, they're in.
Yeah, you go play in, and that's the great thing. You win this game, and you know where you're going to play for the national championship. You can plan for that. You can peak for that. Your plans are all set. And of course, if it's East Cobb, they don't have any plane tickets to take care of. They can sleep in their own beds, and that's a big deal.
Your batter's Cooper French, the catcher. No outs.
First move, great steal right there.
Yeah.
Outstanding. Jason Cox. Jason went on first move, never hesitated, and beat both throws very easily. Kelly's done a great job coaching these kids, and they've gotten better from game 1 to this game. They're peaking at the right time. Very impressive.
Doing a lot of those small things that you mentioned well. They're just playing a very sophisticated level of baseball. They're not overpowering their opponents. They're just doing lots of little things right that add up.
All they're doing is winning. Nice little quick move there. Bradley Fry breaking towards the bag.
Looked a beautiful strike right into the mid of the catcher. 1-1. Foul ball. Strike 2. That one got down into the dirt, but the catcher brings it up. Gunnar Stockton, no threat of another stolen base by Cox.
Gunnar really does a nice job behind the dish.
Oh, not ready yet.
Just puts his nose right into that.
I am ready, totally ready.
Ooh, that one's going to get away from him, and the runner easily goes to third. He had to chase that one just too far to make a throw. So runner in scoring position, 1 bag away from home plate. 3-2 the count to the batter, Cooper French.
Now it's really important for Cooper to put the ball into play. Shortstop, second base are back. Looking for a ground ball.
Looking for a strike, and it is a strike. Favoring the pitcher. Strike 3, and down goes Cooper French for the first out of the inning.
Again, coaches really strive to make those outs productive, and that was a tough one. That was a good pitch, though.
Batter's Wes Lever, who started the semifinal game as a pitcher. He's playing right field in this one. Shows bunt, and indeed it is a bunt to the pitcher. It's a long throw to first, and he got his foot back in time for the tag. Very heads-up play by the first baseman, and that's number 10, James Tibbs. His foot was off the bag when he made the catch. Very heads up, reached back with his right foot, touched the bag for the out.
He did a really nice job getting back on the bag there, and the bunt wasn't far enough to where that runner could move up. He would have been a dead duck, so to speak, and so he really couldn't go anywhere, and it didn't quite work out to where they wanted. I think they wanted to try and push that bunt more towards the first baseline.
2 outs, and your batter's number 5, Evan Stone.
Dangerous hitter here.
Get back to the top of the order.
Yeah, they're 1 through 4, 1 through 5 is really strong.
He's a shortstop, very good on defense. Right now they need some offense out of Mr. Stone. I got to say, this pitcher, Ivan Reep's throwing hard. He's throwing strikes. Fouled away, strike 2.
Very easily could have been that Coach McDevitt was kind of waiting for him to come back in the 4th and kind of close this game out, but he knew it couldn't get away in the 2nd inning here. If you get too far behind, it doesn't matter if you close. You can't close a loss. Set up way outside.
Ooh, foul tip. Off the catcher, still strike 2, 0-2. That's why they wear all that gear. Those catchers and those umpires.
It can still hurt.
Yeah. Low, passed, and we're going to have a play at home plate. Not in time. Gunnar Stockton couldn't dig it out of the netting at the bottom of the backstop in time for the pitcher to get there. Well, the pitcher was there, the throw was late. And Stars and Stripes scores another run with a stolen home plate. One and 2 the count. The batter still number 5, Evan Stone. That one's way outside, 2-2.
And that's just tough for a coach to see you're up 0-2, 2 outs, wild pitch. Just a tough way to give up a run.
Well, Evan Stone has already, well, he didn't really do much except stand there when the ball went by the catcher, but they've already brought the runner home. So now it's whatever Evan Stone, oh, and that's a well-hit ball. It's going to be caught in time, though. It sounded a little harder hit than it actually was, and an infield catch ends the inning. So we are now halfway through the 2nd inning. We go to the bottom of 2 with the Astros coming up to bat again right after this.
Did I have him shot in there?
At 10 years old, Bryce Harper's father's best advice was,
Son, you just gotta swing away.
and swing away he did.
Setting records in every age group he played.
And now at Major League All-Star as a rookie, as well as 2012 Rookie of the Year honors.
I've been using swing weight since I was a kid, and I still use it as a pro.
Introducing the Bryce Harper MVP Edition. On sale for just $199 on swingaway.com. And now on sale at the Sports Authority.
Or swingaway.com.
Years before he was Sports Illustrated's chosen one, TravelBallSelect.com had already chosen 11-year-old Bryce Harper as an All-American. Go to the source for travel baseball national rankings and All-America teams, TravelBallSelect.com.
You know, we've heard some cracks at the bat. But
yeah. Welcome back once again to the prestigious East Cobb Baseball Complex, officially in Marietta, Georgia, very close to the town of Woodstock in Cobb County, Georgia, suburban Atlanta. And here they are, the East Cobb Astros. They are in more ways than one the home team, not only on the scoreboard, but this is their home field. And batting is Gunnar Stockton, the catcher, right now. They're trailing 4-0 behind the Columbia, South Carolina Stars and Stripes Gold team. Josh Steedle is the pitcher. He started, he's still there. The Astros have used 2 pitchers so far.
that was a good pitch.
Just a little outside the zone.
Yeah, a little bit up, but right at the letters. It's really hard to lay off something like that. Now he changed his sights and buried one down low. Good pitch sequencing there.
2-2.
Really impressive. Fastball up, off speed down.
Gunnar Stockton looks like he's ready to hit something, and there he goes down. Foul ball, third base side. Two and two still count. He's got one to hit that time. It goes right to the third baseman. Easy throw to first. Well done, one out. So good pitching selection by Josh Steedle and some good defensive play. It's one away. Cullen Lee, the starting pitcher, now playing third base, up to bat. Steedle throws him a rainbow head high. And gets him swinging for strike one.
No.
Solid hit ball right to the shortstop. And we know that that's going to be a quality throw from Evan Stone.
Evan Stone's been doing that all day long, all weekend long.
You know, so many times a player in the infield will rush that throw, and Stone already knows, like a big leaguer, to just hesitate a little bit because that ball travels a lot faster than any runner.
Well, Brian, he's got that internal clock. That's so impressive.
Whoa, first pitch goes over the second baseman to short center field, and we've got a base hit. While we're talking about the shortstop.
Right over the shortstop's head, right over second base there.
Yep.
Luke Haley, third baseman. Let's see what happens here. That was Ivan Reap. It looks like he's going to run.
They could put a courtesy runner in for
That's right.
the pitcher, but
letting him run.
They're going to let him do his own thing out there. I guess it's a coach's choice. Keep your player, keep his head in the game, keep him physically in the game, make him run the bases as well as pitch and catch and hit. Your batter is now number 6, Luke Haley, the third baseman.
Yeah, those are braces. Those green, that's a... No, it's straight out.
2 outs. Trailing 4-0, the East Cobb Astros at bat. Bottom of the second inning. Paying some attention to Ivan Reap, the base runner. Now he's got to look at Steedle's pickoff move. And there's another solidly hit ball up the center. It goes to Stone, the shortstop. He only needs 1 out, and he gets it. Never looked at second base, only to first. And Ivan Stone makes the play to retire the side in the bottom of the second inning. So the Columbia, South Carolina Stars and Stripes Gold will come up to bat leading 4-0 in the top of the third when we return.
At 10 years old, Bryce Harper's father's best advice was,
Son, you just gotta swing away.
And swing away he did.
Setting records in every age group he played.
And now as Major League All-Star as a rookie, as well as 2012 Rookie of the Year honors.
I've been using Swing Away since I was a kid, and I still use it as a pro.
Introducing the Bryce Harper MVP Edition. On sale for just $199 on swingaway.com. And now on sale at the Sports Authority.
Or swingaway.com.
Years before he was Sports Illustrated's chosen one, TravelBallSelect.com had already chosen 11-year-old Bryce Harper as an All-American. Go to the source for travel baseball national rankings and All-America teams, TravelBallSelect.com.
Getting ready to start the top of the third inning here at the East Cobb Baseball Complex. Brian Drever with Rob Bruno from NorCal as the Stars and Stripes Gold team from Columbia, South Carolina, coached by Kelly Ahrens, comes up to bat, and they start off with Adam Dorn, the third baseman. The pitcher is still Ivan Reap for the East Cobb Astros.
Brian, correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't the name Dorn the name of the third baseman in Major Leagues? I think the character that played third base was named Dorn.
Could have been.
I think so. But I'll tell you this Dorn fields the ball a lot better than that Dorn did.
It was a great film, though. If you're a baseball fan, it was fun. Dorn watches that one sail by.
I really like Ivan Reap on the mound. Big, strong lefty. He really pours it in there pretty good.
Threw a strike that time.
Yes,
Count 2-1.
Big upside for Mr. Reap here.
Yeah.
Left-handed pitcher. Always tough, too, for a right-handed hitter. There's just something about that. Got him swinging. One away. Brings up the batter, Dalton Strickland, the center fielder. We talked about the respect that is necessary to be paid to Mr. Strickland as a hitter.
Wouldn't be surprised if he closes this game out if it gets tight.
As a pitcher.
Absolutely. Pretty impressive first day.
Swung hard at that one, but Reap threw it a little harder. 0-1. Swinging, strike one. Way up and outside. Ball one. Nice line drive right past the glove of the pitcher. Gets all the way to short center field for a base hit.
Strickland runs well. Again, he'll probably be going on first move. Now, what he has to do, as soon as he lifts, if he goes on first move, he has to cut off that lift and quickly throw to first. That first baseman's got to come out and meet it and give a firm throw to the shortstop. Let's see if that happens again. Because Strickland will run. Little slide step to home there. Jason Steidl, he hits a little bit better against right-handers. He has a tendency to hit the ball to left center. Maybe he'll turn on one now. With lefties, though, he just hits the ball a little bit more oppo.
Like that?
Go. Like that.
Only it's foul.
Lefties on lefties they're a tough matchup. You got a really good left-handed pitcher. Left-handed batters are not used to it, especially if he's got a little bit of a breaking ball. Wouldn't surprise me right now, if they stole second base. He's going to have to get a lift out of it. Slide step makes it a little tougher, but he can probably beat it anyway.
Well, the pitcher's got to have really quick feet if he's a lefty.
There he goes.
There's the throw from the catcher, not in time.
Pretty easy. Pretty easy. And now again, he's going to try and hit the ball oppo again. He's more comfortable against lefties, unless something comes inside on him. Let's see.
Steidl, the pitcher, at bat. Stolen second base by Strickland. One out, fouled away.
Tried to turn on that.
Oh, and I never Irish up the score. Are you using that for a
The Astros needing some run production here. They're trailing 4-0. Got a runner in scoring position, but just one. Strike. Struck him out. Reap still bringing it. Willie Moe, the first baseman, sometimes pitcher, comes to bat. With 2 outs. Top of the 3rd inning. Runner on second. Turned away from that one. High and inside. Ball 1.
You want me to cover second, or you got it?
There's your runner, Dalton Strickland, at second base. Ball 2. There goes the runner to third. Stolen base.
Strickland really gets great jumps. He gets good reads, smart runner, and he's fast. And again, we talked earlier, it's a lot easier to steal third off a left-handed pitcher than a right-handed pitcher. He loses sight of you out of the corner of his eye. A right-hander can see a guy a little bit better.
2 outs, so now they have an opportunity to get a runner home on a high fly ball. It's
nice
caught.
play.
And
nice play.
That'll retire the side. Could have been a sacrifice fly, but it was caught. And so the side retires. No additional runs scored. The Columbia, South Carolina Stars and Stripes Gold still enjoying a 4-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning with the home team East Cobb Astros coming up to bat. Stay with us.
At 10 years old, Bryce Harper's father's best advice was,
Son, you just gotta swing away.
and swing away he did.
Setting records in every age group he played.
And now at Major League All-Star as a rookie, as well as 2012 Rookie of the Year honors.
I've been using swing away since I was a kid, and I still use it as a pro.
Introducing the Bryce Harper MVP Edition. On sale for just $199 on swingaway.com. And now on sale at the Sports Authority.
Or swingaway.com.
Years before he was Sports Illustrated's chosen one, TravelBallSelect.com had already chosen 11-year-old Bryce Harper as an All-American. Go to the source for travel baseball national rankings and All-America teams, TravelBallSelect.com.
Rob, turn off the gnats, please. Off. Thank you. Just babble. Thank you very much. Welcome back once again here as we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning with the Columbia, South Carolina Stars and Stripes Gold leading 4-0. And it's my great pleasure to welcome the National Tournament Director for Travel Ball Select, Rick Goff. Rick, we're enjoying perfect conditions. That was what you were responsible for, no doubt, and everything else was done by other people who are your minions, right?
Correct. Yeah, the weather is something that I have great influence over and have connections in high places or low places.
There is no evidence to the contrary at this point, but seriously, this tournament has gone extremely well. It got off to a little, weather-wise, got off to a little bit shaky start, but I think you were lulling them all into a false sense of insecurity at that point.
Yeah, Thursday night, and it rained all day. And we got here Friday, stopped probably about noon on Friday. But the grounds crew at East Cobb did a great job, got the fields ready. They were a little soggy, but in March they're playable. Everybody has the itch. They want to get outside and start playing. And, that's if this would have been in June, we probably wouldn't have played Friday night because, people, they don't have that itch. But this early in the season, they want to get on the field and play under no matter what the conditions are.
From 39 degrees and raining at 9 a.m. on Friday to 66 and sunny on Sunday, you have influence somewhere, I'll tell you that, my friend. Good job.
I wish I could take credit for that.
But what a great level of play we're seeing here. I continue to be impressed by how well these young men play. At 11 and 12 years old, yeah, that's what it says on their birth certificates. But boy, I'll tell you what, they've been well coached and they're skillful indeed.
Yeah, it's a different type of baseball that you play at these types of events than what you see at your local hometowns. As you can see, this team's traveling in from South Carolina, the Stars and Stripes. Teams like that, they don't travel that far if they're not very good.
Well, we're seeing very good teams, including the host team, East Cobb Astros here, trying to get some runs on the board. They've got one out. Their first batter went down. And here we have our second batter in the inning coming up, is on the plate right now. Our pitcher, Steedle, still doing a great job. And, you know, these youngsters, of course, they have a lot of baseball yet to play. This is still very early in the season, but they're getting a good taste of what it's going to be like when they come back here later in the year.
Yeah, I talked to a lot of the coaches that were here this weekend, and
base hit, by the way.
This was their first major timeout. They've been out a couple of what we call tune-up tournaments, you know, some local events or whatever, but this was their first major tournament. And you know, we had some teams here from Tennessee, South Carolina, Alabama, and Georgia. So you know, they were ready to mix it up this weekend.
Right fielder Bryce Johnson hitting safely to first as it went past the shortstop, and they didn't get the throw in time, so they've got a base runner now, and they're doing their best to keep him on the bag.
Yeah, that was close. He almost took one too many steps there, anticipating that he wasn't going to throw over that quickly.
Well, as I've said before, he's now seen Steedle's pickoff move, so he can gauge a little bit better what he's going to try to do. But you know, what do you do from here? Where do you go from here, and what's the next step along the line to the tournament, to the championship tournament in late July?
Well, technically, I leave from here and I go back home, which for me is Michigan. And so when I left Thursday, I got on an airplane, and it was 1 degree, and we still got about 12 inches of snow on the ground.
You packed your shorts, but you weren't wearing them when you got on the plane.
No. But I packed them. I've been wearing them all weekend. So, you know, Friday and Saturday night, the people were coming up to me in my shorts, and they're wearing sweatshirts and long sleeves and pants, and they were telling me that, you know, you've got to be Rick from Michigan.
Well hit ball over the outstretched arm of the second baseman. Runner had already advanced and now holds up at third.
That's a play there. That throw's got to go into second base. You got a 4-0 lead. You know, that run doesn't really mean anything at this juncture of the game. Keep the double play in order. That throw needs to go into second base.
So now runners at second and third for the Astros. And your hitter is number 1, the shortstop Bradley Fry, were to the top of the order. So you go back home, and then what?
I go back home and prepare for our next event, which is next weekend in Houston, Texas. We've got about 70 teams coming in to play in Houston. Big event down there. There's a drive.
Another well-hit ball. Drops in behind the shortstop to short center field. Run scores. Runners at first and third now. And finally, the Astros get on the board, score 4-1.
Well, I can tell you this. I've been doing this a long time, and I know the Astros, they're not just going to roll over and quit. This team will just keep battling and battling until the final out's recorded, that's for sure.
Well, they're doing a good job here in the third inning. Only one out, and they've got 2 runners on base. Throwing to first there to keep the runner honest. Now the catcher's going out to the mound to have a little talk with the pitcher, and the coach is heading that way too. So a little confab going on at the mound there for Josh Steedle, the pitcher, catcher, and coach Kelly Ahrens. So the Houston tournament, 70 teams. What was the team count here? About the same?
No, we had 24 teams here. There's
the difference being they've had longer to play in Houston.
Time of the year.
Okay,
yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, time of the year. You know, in Georgia, this time of the year, the weather could be 70 and sunny like it is today, or it could be 35 and rain. So some teams are leery about Georgia, but the teams that are here are grateful and thankful that they made the trip and came. So, you know, Houston is traditionally has better weather, and they've been playing a little bit longer too. So, to where these guys, a lot of these teams are here this weekend. This was their first tournament, and the teams that are going to be going in Houston, you know, they'll be their 3rd, 4th, and some of them might even be their 5th event.
So some of these teams are sort of knocking off the rust in a tournament, and that's not necessarily the way you want to go.
Well, you got to start somewhere.
Yep.
I mean, one event has to be your first one, and some of them just, you know, lace up the cleats and said, you know, let's mix it up with the big boys.
Again, score 4-1, bottom of the third inning. The Columbia, South Carolina Stars and Stripes Gold team leading this one. They jumped out to a 3-0 lead in the first. And the Astros have not been able to even it up. They did get a run on the board here. And your batter is number 13, Cooper Kinney, the right fielder, with runners now at second and third on a stolen base. Good job by the catcher covering that one.
Yeah, his job right now is make sure nothing gets by him. He's got to smother anything that's in front of him. Keep the ball in front of you, keep that runner at third.
Cooper French behind the plate. Josh Steedle on the mound. Here comes the throw. Base on balls. No? No. 3-1. Right down the middle. Called strike two. Count is full.
Changed speeds on him there a little bit. He was looking for a fastball and got his changeup over for a strike. Most effective pitch in baseball is a changeup.
There's a well-hit ball down the line. It's going to go all the way to the fence. The right fielder chasing it. We're going to bring 1 run home. We're going to bring 2 runs home. And with a stand-up triple, number 13, Cooper Kinney, has done the business. Scores now 4-3. So, Rick Goff, I take it that your life this summer, all the way through till the end of July, is a succession of these qualifier tournaments, and I don't suspect anybody's got to twist your arm. You seem to be a pretty big fan of the game.
Oh, I love the game, and we've got approximately 10 qualifiers left. We ran one in Las Vegas a couple of weeks ago. Big success out there. Again, another destination. Temperatures were 70 degrees and sunny, and so that was nice to be there too. Houston next week, followed by Charlotte. We'll be in Charlotte, North Carolina. We've got one coming up in Elizabethtown, Kentucky. We'll be in Michigan. We've got one coming up in Alabama. So yeah, they're spread out, coming up here in pretty good succession. So this time of the year for me stays extremely busy, both on the phone and on the move here.
Well, our next batter, number 10, James Tibbs, the first baseman, went out to have a talk with the base runner at third. And they apparently have something. Tibbs going over for a quick word with the coach, too, before he takes the position. We've got a pitching change. And on the mound now for the Stars and Stripes is number 12, Wes Lever. We saw him start what I would call the semifinal game earlier this afternoon. And here he is back on the mound now for Stars and Stripes, waiting for his first pitch.
Yeah, these two teams, they played earlier in the tournament, played to a 5-5 tie. So both teams were excited about getting this final matchup because they both feel like there's something that's a little unsettled here.
It's like it never happened. They get to play for the first time again.
Right.
So 12 tournaments during the course of the year, and how excited are you about this Travel Ball Select, this Travel Ball National Championship? I mean, I've read what was written, and I certainly support the concept wholeheartedly, and would say, well, it's about time.
Yeah, we're super excited about the program that we've put together. In my travels, I've made numerous friends from all over the country. So the Travel Ball National Championship will be well attended by teams from California to Florida to Michigan, and the better teams in those areas have made a commitment to come here for the respective age groups in June and July. So that's what drives these qualifiers, because these teams want to join that elite group that has already qualified for this event.
Tying run at third base, James Tibbs is at bat with number 13, Cooper Kinney, the right fielder, who drove in a couple of runs, and he's over at third right now with a stand-up triple. Cooper French covering another one. So now, Rick Goff, that you have accomplished a certain amount of your mission as the National Director for Travel Ball Select, I propose that you begin work on the World Series, which will then be played among American, Japanese, and Caribbean teams.
Yeah, baby steps right now.
The true World Series is what we need next.
Yeah, baby steps now. Right now we need to get organized in the United States and getting that and get a good Good stranglehold on that.
Well hit ball. It's going to go right to the shortstop who makes the catch, and a very competent shortstop he is, Evan Stone.
That's a win for Stars and Stripes there. In this situation, both teams have something they want to achieve. Naturally, the Astros want to get the runner in, but there's a number of ways you can get them in. A ground ball, a deep fly ball to the outfield, and Stars pitcher, his main objective is to keep that runner there. So this is a great battle here.
Catcher Gunnar Stockton coming up to bat. He hits the first pitch, and that almost a spectacular leaping catch, but almost isn't going to count, and we're tied at 4 with the base runner, number 13, Cooper Kinney, coming home, and a stolen third base for the hitter. Wow, big play by the Astros, big inning by the Astros so far.
Yeah, this is what I was referring to earlier. The Astros are a well-respected organization with a lot of pride. They're not just going to lay over. They're going to keep battling. And like I said to that last out's recorded, they're going to keep putting pressure on you. They're putting the pressure on the Stars right now.
Ooh, starting pitcher, third baseman Cullen Lee drives in the leading run now. Astros up 5-4. 2 outs. Coming to bat, number 24, Ivan Reap, who is the current pitcher for the Astros.
If this was a basketball game or a football game, Coach Ahrens from Stars and Stripes would call a timeout right now. But we don't have those in baseball, so he's just got to try to battle through this and get his third out and get his boys off the field.
No timeouts and no crying in baseball, right?
No crying in baseball, absolutely.
Throw it over to first base to keep the runner honest. Cullen Lee, who with that base hit drove in the leading run. There's another pretty well hit ball, another diving grab, not caught by the second baseman. Got his glove down, but the ball didn't fall in it.
He hesitated just the slightest bet there, and it cost him.
Well, now the sun is so low and right in the eyes of the outfielders. It was overhead in the eyes. Now those low hit balls are going to be a little bit of a challenge.
Yeah, he needed to make a decision right away. He could have set back on it, let take one bounce, made a throw to first, or he could have attacked it right away. But hesitation cost him. Now there's an error. This inning just keeps going on, and Coach Ahrens is just desperately trying to get out of this inning here.
The batter's number 6, Luke Haley, the third baseman. 2 outs, leading 5-4 now. They came into this inning trailing 4-0. We are in the bottom of the third.
Well, this team last year, East Cobb Astros, they finished the season ranked. We had them ranked number 2 in the entire country at the end of the season. So this team knows how to win. Playing from in front or behind, it doesn't matter to these guys.
Pitch inside. Cooper French handles it. Wes Lever from right field to the mound. Foul ball. Strike 1. This inning has taken as long as the first 2.5. The second half of the third inning.
Yeah, this is a coach's nightmare. They don't want to have this. This is what you play not to have is these big innings that last forever. Because what happens? Your fielders get out there, instead of being ready and alert, they fall back on their heels, and they're not as quick to react to a ball that might be hit within their range. And this is a coach's worst nightmare here. Keeping your defense on the field way too long.
Quick move to second, not in time. Picks up a little dirt on the way. Foul ball.
Well, he's beating that line to death.
Well, I'll tell you what. If that had been fair, it would have been more trouble.
He didn't miss by much.
Nope.
And every batter that comes to the plate in this inning gives the Astros more and more confidence. And I guarantee you ask those hitters right now, that ball looks like a beach ball right now.
3-2 the count, goes full.
We'll get the runners in motion here. As soon as he goes to the plate, they'll be gone with the pitch. There they go. Ball 4.
Yep. So they all get to advance. The runner from the plate to first. From first to second, second to third. Bases loaded, 2 outs.
We'll have another pitching change here.
Yep, they're going to change the pitcher for Brady McDevitt.
Well, this will give me an opportunity to kind of explain to you guys how we come up with this this national championship that we're running. When we put this together back in September, we personally invited 12 teams in each age group to form a solid base, a solid foundation for the tournaments in July. And then we come up with another 12 teams through these qualifiers, and then we'll add 1 wild card to the whole mix for 25 teams at the national championships. The 12 teams that we selected to receive at-large berths, they were from people who supported Travel Ball Select in the past, back in 2010 when we had our first ones here, along with outstanding organizations across the country. And it was an overwhelming success. We filled those 12 spots in about a week to 10 days. And that's what drove these national championships. Now these qualifiers, all these elite teams are wanting to come and play because they want to join that group that we established back in September and October of last year. And those teams like to know that what they're doing at the end of the year, make their travel plans. Parents can make their vacation plans, and it just makes life easier for those guys. And that's the biggest reason we were able to fill that list as soon as we did.
I have to ask, only because I'm curious and don't know, what if there's redundancy? What if one of your invited teams also becomes one of your tournament winners? Where do you go from there to fill the field?
We actually have that happening right here today.
Okay.
East Cobb Astros, they have their berth. They received an automatic berth. So Stars and Stripes now will earn their berth to the national championships, and that was his goal. He brought his team from South Carolina for one reason, is to earn his berth. And
so
he's,
you go to
he's
the
done
runner-up.
that. Yeah, we'll take the runner-up.
There you go.
And that's what happened here today.
Speaking of runner, got a play at the plate, no play at the plate as the runner comes home. Another run scores. Number 23, Cullen Lee, who drove in a couple, now scores himself. And on a stolen home plate, the Astros go up 6-4. Runners at second and third. Your batters, number 41, Brady McDevitt. And your new pitcher is...
I didn't catch his
Strickland, number 11. Yes, it is. I thought so. Dalton Strickland, who started out in center field, now is on the mound. Rob Bruno said that he might be the one to come in and close this game, but perhaps he's come in just a little earlier than that. As Rob also said, you can't close a loss.
No, you can't. And, Coach Aaron's, like I said, this is his nightmare inning that he's trying to get out of desperately, so he's probably going to Strickland a little bit sooner than he wanted to, just to try to get third out and get his defense off the field. And like I said, every batter that comes up for the Astros, they get more and more confident. Their pitch selection gets greater. Good pitch there in the outside corner.
Yeah. 3-1 the count to Brady McDevitt.
Yeah, Coach McDevitt now, he's telling his boys go up there now and look for one pitch only, and add to this lead. I mean, that's his goal. That's what he's telling his hitters right now.
Called strike 2. Count is full.
This is a big pitch here. He needs this out.
He's either going to load the bases or get the out. There
it is.
He
gave it to him.
Just on the outside corner, a called strike 3 ends the inning, and Coach Aaron's nightmare. The Stars and Stripes goal will come up to bat here in the top of the 4th inning in just a few moments. Trailing now 6-4. Back after this.
At 10 years old, Bryce Harper's father's best advice was,
"Son, you just gotta swing away."
And swing away he did.
Setting records in every age group he played.
And now at Major League All-Star as a rookie, as well as 2012 Rookie of the Year honors.
I've been using Swing Away since I was a kid, and I still use it as a pro.
Introducing the Bryce Harper MVP Edition. On sale for just $199 on swingaway.com. And now on sale at the Sports Authority.
Or swingaway.com.
Years before he was Sports Illustrated's chosen one, TravelBallSelect.com had already chosen 11-year-old Bryce Harper as an All-American. Go to the source for travel baseball national rankings and All-America teams, TravelBallSelect.com.
It's not really in the infield. Welcome back to the East Cobb Baseball Complex as the sun is dipping down a little bit here, not exactly in the eyes of the infield and outfield. It is off to the third base side, but it's still clear blue skies, warm sunshine, perfect baseball weather considering how early in the season it is, and we're glad you could join us. I'm Brian Drebber. With thanks to Rick Goff, the National Director for Travel Ball Select, I welcome back Rob Bruno from NorCal. And I don't think Rick thought he was going to get quite as much seat time as he did in what is undoubtedly the longest inning of the tournament so far, at least over here on the field that we're using.
Well, the East Cobb fans just gave him $20 to go back and sit down because he brought him good luck.
Well, woo! And a little bit of a brushback pitch there. As on the mound is still number 24, Ivan Reap. And while you were gone, the Columbia, South Carolina Stars and Stripes had two pitching changes in what Rick called the nightmare inning. But Stars and Stripes comes right back with a base hit to lead it off.
They sure did. That was Chase Swain. Chase is a heck of a ball player. He's had a really nice series. Brings up Jason Cox. Jason's played real well. I mean, this game's this is a game of attrition. Whoever lasts at this game's gonna win. They've got Strickland in now. Strickland's kind of stemmed the tide.
Well, you had said that he may come in to close the game, and Rick said he may have been brought in a little earlier than anticipated because of the situation.
I don't think there's any doubt. I think they wanted to wait till the 5th and 6th because he's been pitching a lot in this tournament. I'm sure they wanted to hold him off for another inning, but you can only go so far.
Well, we're in the top of the 4th as it stands with Strickland and a bunt. Showing bunt.
Yeah.
Fouled away.
Not a foul because the runner did move up on the steal.
Okay, there you go. Sacrifice bunt then. Or sacrifice bunt
attempt.
A little
fake bunt.
Yeah, there you go.
Kind of a fake bunt to hold the catcher back. If the runners go on first move and that pitcher throws home, that left-handed pitcher, you're going to get to steal second base pretty easily.
There goes the throw back to second.
Yeah, Gunner's trying to backdoor that guy. Chase got back pretty easily.
Chase Swain is the base runner at second. Jason Cox, the second baseman, is your batter. Counts 2-2. Ooh, and there he goes to third.
I'll tell you what, he's a good base runner.
Yes,
we
he is.
We saw him earlier today. He can really run the bases. Not only is he fast, but he's savvy. Nice combination.
He took a couple of stutter steps about halfway to third base just to make sure the catcher was not going to dig that thing out of the dirt back here at the backstop, and then on he went easily.
Yeah, very good anticipation.
Bang. Nice ball. Nice catch by the third baseman. One away. Holds the runner at third as well.
Wouldn't surprise me.
That's Cullen Lee, the starting pitcher out there at third base.
Cullen did a nice job getting back. Wouldn't surprise me if they tried to bunt for a hit and turned it into a squeeze just to get one run back here.
They're showing it.
I must have ESPN or something, huh?
I guess so.
That's right. Sometimes you just get lucky, the blind squirrel finding the acorn. Or you've done it once or twice, either one.
Either or.
And or.
and or.
That's right. That's right.
Ivan Reap sends one low and outside. Read along with me on the scoreboard. Counts 1-1. Got one out. We're in the top of the fourth inning. And the team at bat is trailing 4-6. Well hit ball. Catch by the right fielder. And the throw to home is going to hold
Sure
the runner.
That was a situation also where it looked like the runner leaked towards home just a little bit early on that hit to the outfield, and it precluded him from getting back to the bag in time to tag up. And Coach had really the only thing he could do was hold him at that point.
Wes Lever, now the pitcher, is your batter. Fouled away to the right side. Strike one.
Actually, Strickland's back in now, isn't he? Wes came in and then Strickland.
Right, that's right. Lever,
right.
That's correct. You are correct. Lever was replaced by Strickland. Oh, and 2. Ivan Reap out ahead of the batter. Catcher setting up a little bit outside. Right down the middle it goes. Great stop by the short, but that's going to be
outstanding play.
The third out. Great play.
Bradley Fry made a nice play going to his right. Set his back foot, made a nice strong throw to first. Out number 3. That was a big run over there at third base. I'm sure that they would have really liked to have scored that guy, especially with only one out with man on third. You've really got to find a way to score.
So, Coach Brian McDevitt and the East Cobb Astros will come up to bat here in the bottom of the fourth inning, and they hold a 6-4 lead here at the East Cobb Baseball Complex. Back with more after this.
At 10 years old, Bryce Harper's father's best advice was,
Son, you just gotta swing away.
And swing away he did.
Setting records in every age group he played.
And now at Major League All-Star as a rookie, as well as 2012 Rookie of the Year honors.
I've been using swing away since I was a kid, and I still use it as a pro.
Introducing the Bryce Harper MVP Edition. On sale for just $199 on swingaway.com. And now on sale at the Sports Authority.
Or swingaway.com.
Years before he was Sports Illustrated's chosen one, TravelBallSelect.com had already chosen 11-year-old Bryce Harper as an All-American. Go to the source for travel baseball national rankings and All-America teams, TravelBallSelect.com.
Here at the East Cobb Baseball Complex, we are now in the bottom of the fourth inning. A very, very big inning number 3 for the East Cobb Astros, who came in trailing 0-4 and have gone out leading 6-4, where they stand right now. They are at bat. And a chance to extend that lead even further. On the mound is Dalton Strickland, the third pitcher for the Columbia, South Carolina Stars and Stripes Gold. Pop fly to the center fielder, caught very competently. No drama there. First pitch, 1 out. Brings up number 5, Cade Roberts, the left fielder. At least he started in left field. They've moved a lot of players around.
Yeah, Swain's in center, and he really runs the bases well. He gets good jumps here. He's just a very intuitive player.
Dalton Strickland with a nice high kick.
Dalton's nice and loose on the hill. Ball comes with his hand nice. take something off that. He's got another guy that's got just a lot of savvy. He just has a good feel for the game.
Out in front 0-2.
Another changeup. That little off-speed breaking ball. The one thing I'd say with Strickland there is he's got to keep that arm speed going. He really slows down, and he kind of gives it away.
2-2. 2 straight strikes, 2 straight balls, counts even.
Toughest pitch to hit in baseball is something off speed with a fastball arm speed.
Got a little bit of a shot at that one, right to the third baseman. Long throw all the way across, makes it in time, 2 away.
Steedle's really been tough all tournament. Love that kid, he can really play. Back to the top of the order here.
Yep.
Bradley Fry made a nice play to end that last inning.
Yes, he did, from the shortstop position.
Yeah. Got a couple pretty good shortstops working here.
2 outs, leading 6-4 for Bradley Fry.
Gets over a breaking ball first pitch.
Strike 1. Gets a good shot at that one. Should be an easy play.
Very
for
nice.
The second baseman to the pitcher.
Pitcher covering first, hearing get over, get over. Great fundamentals. 3-1, textbook.
3 up, 3 down for the Stars and Stripes Gold. They get the Astros out in turn. They maintain the score. No additional damage done. So they will come to bat top of the 5th, trailing 4-6. And we'll be back with that in just a moment.
At 10 years old, Bryce Harper's father's best advice was,
Son, you just gotta swing away.
And swing away he did.
Setting records in every age group he played.
And now at Major League All-Star as a rookie, as well as 2012 Rookie of the Year honors.
I've been using swing away since I was a kid, and I still use it as a pro.
Introducing the Bryce Harper MVP Edition. On sale for just $199 on swingaway.com. And now on sale at the Sports Authority.
Or swingaway.com.
Years before he was Sports Illustrated's chosen one, TravelBallSelect.com had already chosen 11-year-old Bryce Harper as an All-American. Go to the source for travel baseball national rankings and All-America teams, TravelBallSelect.com.
It lasted like 2 weeks. That's cool. You guys have to go.
That's up to him. Tell me what? Come on, y'all win this. Get your shadow.
Welcome back once again to the prestigious East Cobb Baseball Complex, where the East Cobb Astros, the home team, leading 6-4, take to the field over the Columbia, South Carolina Stars and Stripes Gold team. Pitcher-catcher change for the Astros. Now on the mound, number 13, Cooper Kinney, started out in right field. And behind the plate, starting pitcher Cullen Lee now doing the catching. And your first batter is number 5, Evan Stone. We go to the top of the order for Stars and Stripes. Called strike 2. 2 straight strikes for Cooper Kinney.
Catcher set up way outside. Again, that's the chased/waste pitch. I'd rather have it a little bit closer. Something that they might offer instead of just a ball being a blatant ball.
Handcuffed him a little bit on that one, down the third base side, almost into the dugout for his teammates. The on-deck man almost got a play on that one. Outside, ball 2. 2-2 the count. And a special thanks to our highly skilled scoreboard operator who was with us for the first 3 games, has now been replaced, a young lady who did a great job for us.
Replaced by her dad.
She has set a standard that is going to be very difficult to match.
But they've kept it in the family, and that's the important thing.
Let's see if the pupil outdoes the teacher over there. First mistake on the scoreboard, we're going to jump all over it.
Adam Dorn now batting.
Yep, 1 away. Well, they got 5 outs to play with now, Stars and Stripes. Dorn starting out at third base. Good eyes on that one. Watches one go in, ball 1.
He's over at second base now.
Now he's at second base, a position he also plays and started. He was in at second base in the semifinal game earlier this afternoon, our first game of the day.
This is game 3 of game 4 of semifinals and finals that we're carrying.
We'll call Adam Dorn an infielder, cover all the bases. Nice little chop over to third base. Long throw in time and caught. 2 outs. So the Astros put up huge numbers offensively, and now they're backing it up with some good pitching and defense, leading 6-4.
They move another center fielder and right fielder and left fielder playing into pull. Big.
Yep, your batter is Dalton Strickland, now pitching for the Stars and Stripes.
If Dalton hit one down the right field line, he'll go forever.
Shot. Got one to deep center.
Hit that ball hard at the middle, ball right over the plate, and he made him pay. Josh Steidel now.
Steidel, the starting pitcher, comes up. He is a formidable hitter as well. Runner on first. 2 outs. So they're in a little bit of a hole here. It's going to be difficult to it's going to be more difficult to produce some runs in this situation with 2 outs and a runner only on first. Let's see what they do. Again, playing that small ball with Stars and Stripes.
Wouldn't be surprised if they might start the runner and let Steidel swing it and see if he can hit a gapper and try and score him that way.
Catcher calls timeout. And wants to make sure he's communicating with his pitcher. Again, a new pitcher-catcher combination. They changed both players coming into the 5th inning.
They're playing Steidel a little bit towards left center, shading a little bit oppo, but Steidel can pull a ball. The lefties, he has a chance to hit the ball to left center a little bit more because they work him away, but ball inside from a righty.
First goes by, and the runner was on his belly, but he gets up quickly and makes it to second. Now you got a runner in scoring position, situation a little different.
Sure did. But Steidel can still pull the ball, especially with against a right-hander. The ball comes in, he will turn on it. He has a tendency to hit the ball to left center against the left-handed pitchers.
Now maybe he wants to take it away from his runner a little bit to the right side.
I think what he wants to do is just
hit the ball.
Hit the ball hard and get a good knock somewhere.
Yeah, hit the ball. That's job number 1. That's where it goes maybe is point 2.
Yep.
Make contact. 0-1 the count. I think our pitcher, Cooper Kinney, just made that move to annoy the base runner. He didn't have a chance of throwing him out.
Just wants to check him.
And our base runner is doing his best to make the defense just a little nervous. He's dancing around out there and took a big lead.
He's quick.
Yes, he is.
Puts pressure on you.
Goodbye. Back.
We gotta go down.
Calling a ball. The dugout was calling for it, and the umpire agrees.
We have lots of people making comments on that, but the only one that mattered was the head umpire there. And he took control there, moved the guy over to third. There's the right call.
Now the situation changes even more in favor of Stars and Stripes. And with 2 outs, they've got a runner on third.
Now even a pass ball or a wild pitch scores it.
Yep. Strike 2. Astros doing a good job of keeping that advantage, or whatever advantage might be perceived, to a minimum. One more good hard strike by the pitcher Kinney. Way outside. That could easily have been that passed ball, but our catcher jumps on it. Cullen Lee. Fouled away.
He was right on that pitch. Deuce is wild here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Bottom of the 5th. Sorry, top of the 5th.
Top of 5.
Oh.
Right towards that
one's
left
hit
fielder.
well and over to the left fielder. No problem with the sun, as there was earlier today. Makes the play, and the side is retired without scoring any additional runs. The score is still 6-4 with the East Cobb Astros coming up to bat in the bottom of the 5th inning right after this.
At 10 years old, Bryce Harper's father's best advice was,
Son, you just gotta swing away.
and swing away he did.
Setting records in every age group he played.
And now at Major League All-Star as a rookie, as well as 2012 Rookie of the Year honors.
I've been using swing away since I was a kid, and I still use it as a pro.
Introducing the Bryce Harper MVP Edition. On sale for just $199 on swingaway.com. And now on sale at the Sports Authority.
Or swingaway.com.
Years before he was Sports Illustrated's chosen one, TravelBallSelect.com had already chosen 11-year-old Bryce Harper as an All-American. Go to the source for travel baseball national rankings and All-America teams, TravelBallSelect.com.
Uncle Roger.
It's still a beautiful day here in East Cobb County, Georgia, at the East Cobb Baseball Complex. Life is good. Glad you could join us here for the Travel Ball National Championship Series qualifier, where the Houston Astros, the East Cobb Astros with their look-alike uniforms, are out in front of the Columbia, South Carolina Stars and Stripes Gold team. Stars and Stripes jumped out to the early lead, but the Astros came fighting back and have controlled the situation pretty much since. Dalton Strickland on the mound, and that's going to be a base hit on a little chopper that neither the pitcher nor the catcher could get to. By number 13, Cooper Kinney, the current pitcher for the Astros.
Swinging bunt.
He's on base. Yeah, swinging bunt. I like that. Just chopped it right into the dirt about 3 feet in front of the plate.
They're going to run for the catcher here. Mr. Tibbs is hitting 3 for a reason. Good swinger. Again, left-handed, always helps.
And they're going to test the courtesy runner. Bradley Fry. Oh, yeah, is that Fry?
Line drive to right center.
Yep.
I think that's gonna score a run. It could be a triple. Looks like
he's coming around third base, and he's going to keep on going.
Now they held that runner up at second. They don't want to make that first or third out. The old rule: don't make the first or third out at third. They've got some big boppers coming up here too. 4, 5, 6 coming up.
So a run scores. We're up 7-4 now. East Cobb Astros.
That's a big insurance run, Brian. 1 run, 2 runs. That's still a tough little lead. 3 runs gives yourself a little bit of extra breathing room.
Your batter's number 33, Gunnar Stockton, the starting catcher.
And he is strong, as we said earlier. He's gets in the weight room and does some work, and it's very well supervised. I don't want you to think he's in there just messing around. He's in there with a trainer, getting work done, and good for him. If done properly, it's fine. That's the key.
I'm glad you emphasized that because, it's so easy to be injured when your joints are still growing and they're still weak, and to get in there and just deal with too much steel in the gym is not a good idea as a young fellow. You've got to have proper and professional supervision.
Right.
Then it can reap great rewards, no question.
Right. Fly ball to left.
1 out.
Yep.
Brings up Cullen Lee, the starting pitcher, who is now catching for Cooper Kinney, or was. See how that goes when they return to defense.
Good pitch. Get it over breaking ball to start off 0-1.
Bottom of 5. East Cobb Astros leading now 7-4. Runner on second, 1 out.
Little bit up.
Solid hit. Pops up and out of play. The runner's going to make it to third. That could have been a double play. But a little bit tough to handle over there for the third baseman.
Yeah, that was a good shot. He did a good job just knocking that thing down.
Knocking it down, I'm going to say. Did a great job knocking it down, just couldn't quite find it.
That's right.
So now runners at first and third. Bringing up Ivan Reap. Ivan's done a good job on the mound. Did a good job. He's been replaced now. He was the second pitcher. Ooh, that one goes by the catcher, but he's going to be quick enough. Cooper French.
A little miscommunication. The catcher jumped out looking for some type of pitch out. The pitcher threw the ball pretty much over the middle.
Runner advanced from first to second. Now 2 runners in scoring position.
It's not the first time we've seen that today.
With 1 out.
It's still early. It's early March. It's got to get the kinks out.
I'm still impressed with the level of play by these youngsters. The sophistication that they bring to the game at their age. Struck him out. Now it's 2 outs with runners in scoring position. The batter's Luke Haley started out in third base. Not sure where he is now, except next to the plate with a bat in his hand.
Well, we know he's in the lineup.
He's in the lineup solidly. It has been. Well, the runners are all eager to make something happen out there. Nothing doing. Cooper French covers it.
A lot of times they'll get really aggressive on off of second base, coming off too far, thinking they're going to throw the ball back down to second. He gets on a run down. The guy from third scores. Then that's a set play.
Luke Haley steps back into the box.
Good pitch. Good pitch. Pulled the string on him.
2-2. High fly ball, deep center field. Called for and caught by the shortstop.
Nice play.
Yeah, Evan Stone doing another great job out there. Held on to the ball in spite of mauling himself.
Heck of a ball player.
Yes, he is. And so the Astros score another run here in the 5th inning. We go to the top of 6. And the last opportunity for the Stars and Stripes to bring home a win. We'll be back with that 6th inning right after this.
At 10 years old, Bryce Harper's father's best advice was,
Son, you just got to swing away.
And swing away he did.
Setting records in every age group he played.
And now at Major League All-Star as a rookie, as well as 2012 Rookie of the Year honors.
I've been using swing away since I was a kid, and I still use it as a pro.
Introducing the Bryce Harper MVP Edition. On sale for just $199 on swingaway.com. And now on sale at the Sports Authority.
Or swingaway.com.
Years before he was Sports Illustrated's chosen one, TravelBallSelect.com had already chosen 11-year-old Bryce Harper as an All-American. Go to the source for travel baseball national rankings and All-America teams, TravelBallSelect.com.
Smooth sailing for him. And we're back here at the East Cobb Baseball Complex with the Stars and Stripes Gold from Columbia, South Carolina. 3 outs to try to pull this victory out. Oh, tagged him on the batter's helmet, and that's an easy way to get a runner to first.
It'd be easier if you hit him in the rear end, I think.
Yeah, that would have been a little less traumatic, maybe.
But nonetheless, he's on.
He's there. And your batter's number 42, Chase Swain.
He's been a pesky guy all day, all weekend. He's a tough kid.
Get him on base, and he's really annoying.
Oh, boy. Like the way he plays. They got a bunch of scrappy guys that really know how to play the game.
0-1 to Chase Swain. Started out in left field. 1-1.
Let's go, Smoke.
Strike 2.
Back the road.
That was a tough get back for the base runner on first, but he made it. Deep to center field, but right into the glove of the center fielder. First out. Your batter's number 4, Jason Cox, another pesky base runner that they need to get on the bag.
Is that Reed back out in center? He's got pretty good actions out there. He floats the ball very nicely. Again, they're missing Christian Campbell. That hurts, but he's done a very nice job. And he did a nice job on the mound today. And that's popped up.
Yep, popped up.
Popped up, second baseman.
Got it.
Second baseman always takes control on the ball on that side.
2 outs.
Brady McDevitt
held the runner at first. We're 1 out away from the East Cobb Astros winning their home tournament here. And your batter's Cooper French, the catcher.
Nothing you
Runner
can
to
do
second. Yep.
Yeah, you can't block a ball that jumps over your shoulder when you go down and block it. That's just a tough play. Wild pitch, move him over. And again, you'll watch it. If there's a ball hit to the outfield on the line and it's on the ground, those guys will throw the ball into second. They're not going to throw the ball into home. They're going to keep the guy off a scoring position.
Now here's where that insurance run you talked about is so important. You got 2 outs, you got a runner in scoring position on second.
Just a lot more comfortable.
It's going to take a lot more for the Stars and Stripes to win this one than even a home run right now. Well hit ball.
Foul back.
Foul back.
Put a good swing on that. Very good swing.
Cooper French has been behind the plate for all 5 innings.
He's done a nice job.
You saw that
Just
one floating his way.
Yeah,
foul ball, though.
Foul.
Off-speed pitch.
Stay back, did a nice job. Just missed.
Yeah, that could have been trouble if it dropped over the first baseman. Count 1-2.
Big gap to right center. The right fielder's cheating towards the line, and the center fielder is shaded towards the left.
Watched ball 2 come sailing through. Ball 3. Full count to the batter, Cooper French. Runner on second. And he's going to take a strikeout to end the inning, to end the game. So the East Cobb Astros doing the business here, coming in trailing after the first inning to take the lead and extend it. They end up winning their home tournament by a score of 7-4 over a very scrappy Columbia, South Carolina Stars and Stripes Gold team, who nevertheless earn a berth in the Travel Ball National Championship Tournament by virtue of their runner-up finish here today. And my special thanks to Rob Bruno from NorCal for his help in this game. We're looking forward to our 4th and final game of the day. We thank you for joining us once again. Final score, East Cobb Astros 7, Columbia, South Carolina Stars and Stripes Gold 4.